the Bini Empire first, and in retaliation, the Bini Empire, the Bini soldiers pushed the Idah people to their home. It was a very tough war between the Bini and the Idah people. We all know that during the time of Oba-Ewari the Great, he conquered a lot of places. Benin was never defeated. Benin was expanded from a kingdom to an empire. So after that, the great son of Oba Ewari, Oba Ozoloa, took the throne and also built on that solid foundation that Oba Ewari also established. That expansionist tendency that Oba Ewari initiated during his time, Oba Ozoloa did the same, and Benin was never defeated in history.
Thanks for clicking on this channel. Please subscribe to FO's blog history and click on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video you will be notified.
Iwie donirowa, iwie donirisi. Waya bebe nereha, waya buta. Abira mebigeme, waya kada kada. Obedo gatokbe ise. Iwie tu waya nikwe oba dole etoyi. Waya wese. My name is Iguma Itoa. I'm presenting from FO's blog. And today I'll be talking about a very significant topic relating to Benin history. In Benin, there is a saying that this saying or proverb is widely corrupted today to mean as people widely call it or say it. But that is not so. The right proverb is So how this adage or proverb came about is what I'll be narrating today. So that after this presentation, you'll be able to tell how it came about, where and how it should be used properly. So please listen attentively, and if you find it interesting, also do well to share to others so that it will go viral and go get to other Benin people. This saying came about during the time of Oba Esigi. During the time of Oba Esigi, there was a conflict between the Idah people and the Bini people. It started in form of conflict, but it later metamorphosed into a direct confrontation and open battle. So the Idah people actually hit the Bini Empire first, and in retaliation, the Bini Empire, the Bini soldiers pushed the Idah people to their home. It was a very tough war between the Bini and the Idah people. We all know that during the time of Oba Ewari the Great, he conquered a lot of places. Benin was never defeated. Benin was expanded from a kingdom to an empire. So after that, the great son of Oba Ewari, Oba Ozoloa, took the throne and also built on that solid foundation that Oba Ewari also established. That expansionist tendency that Oba Ewari initiated during his time, Oba Ozoloa did the same, and Benin was never defeated in history. But the Idah war was a very tough war for the Benin soldiers for two major reasons. It was kind of difficult for the Benin soldiers to conquer them, but although they later did conquer the Idah people, for two reasons. One is that the Duke of Idah, then the Ogi of Idah, was appointed or was a descendant of the Benin monarch, someone who understood the military tactics of the Benin already. And he also had an informant, Chief Olia, who fed him with information from the palace, because it was said that even the Idah war was caused as a result of personal issue between the Oba Esigi, and Olia of that time. So To cut the long story short, during the war, with the help of Iyas, Idah, of which I'm hearing attendant today, this popular Queen Mother, Idah, and the help of the Portuguese missionaries who supported the Benin monarch, victory was obtained. So during the course of the Benin soldiers pushing the Ida people back to their home during the war, they were ambushed in a particular creek uh, area, like a riverine area, and in the process, the Ida people were gaining upper hand in the battle. The Ida people they were gaining upper hand, and there was a particular bird the Bini refers to as Ahianmwẹn-orọ. It was they were flying in great number during the war. They were flying above the Benin soldiers as the war was going on, singing Oyao, Oyao, Oyao. This sound was interpreted by the Benin soldiers to mean a sign of defeat. The Oba was advised to retreat from the battle, and the Queen Mother, but Oba Esige was not moved. He wasn't moved, and he marched forward due to irrespective of the fact that the Ibis bed, the Anyamoro is called Ibis bed. We are singing Oyao Oyao. He now ordered his archers to bring down every Ibis bed they see in the course of the war. So of which they did, and after the war, the Benin monarch, the Benin Empire won, and the Duke of Idah was brought down to Benin and imprisoned in the present day Ogida, and that is why that particular place is called or is being referred to today as Ogida. Ogida is the combination of the word Ogie and Idah, which means Duke of Idah. So that is how Ogida as a location came about in Benin, and is still standing today. So after the war, the same Ayamoro was brought down to Benin to uh, make make a replica of same bed, because we are told that during this time there was no formal writing. Even if there was a formal writing of Portuguese by the Portuguese, the Benin people have not actually learned the art of writing like the formal writing we have today. But prior to this time, one of the ways we preserve our history was through uh, artifact and making depicting events on walls and all of that. So this Ibis bed, the Ayamoro, was also taken to Ikun, and the people saddled with the responsibility of making this artifact. They are the Ikweomo people. So this bed was taken to Ikun for them to make a replica, and they made a replica to mark that particular event. And there are lots of ceremony that is also linked to that war today that we'll be talking about next time. So they made a replica of it so that that particular event will be preserved in history. So, but in the course of the invasion 1897 by the British, this Ayamoro was part of the artifact that was looted from the Benin Empire. So, and in 2016, this artifact was returned. The Ayamoro. We are all aware when the Ayamoro was returned by the Jama people. The Ayamoro at the bell during the time of Oba Eetiawa. So it was returned to the Benin, and we still have this Ayamoro today. So that is how this word came about, because when Oba SCK was pushed in that war, he was advised to retreat because just common bed um, had a song that the people translated to mean a song of defeat and all. Oba SCK was not dead. He was not moved. He marched forward, and at the end, he gained victory. So that is how the bell held during the time of Oba Eyediawa. So it was returned to the Benin, and we still have this Ahianmwẹn-orọ today. So that is how this word came about, because when Oba Esige was pushed in that war, he was advised to retreat because just Commonwealth, because Commonwealth um, had a song that the people translated to mean a song of defeat and all. Oba Esige was not deterred. He was not moved. He marched forward, and at the end, he gained victory. So that is how this proverb, Benin proverb came about. That "Nọ̀rá ìyàngbọ̀n, ẹ̀ẹ́dàmì ayánmẹ̀nú tòyà," meaning he who wishes to do well in life or succeed in life does not listen to the ibis bed. That's literally. But figuratively, it means he who wishes to succeed in life should not listen to negative thoughts. It's just like, for example, you have something you are about to achieve, and you are sitting thinking what people would think, or the opinion people will have about your own idea or your dream. So that is when Benin normally use it. That "Nọ̀rá ìyàngbọ̀n, ẹ̀ẹ́dàmì ayánmẹ̀nú tòyà," meaning you shouldn't care about what people will say about your, maybe if you have a dream to execute, you have something to do in your life, you shouldn't care about negative things that people will say to bring you down. So that is majorly where this proverb is being used. And the right one is "Nọ̀rá ìyàngbọ̀n, ẹ̀ẹ́dàmì ayánmẹ̀nú tòyà." So that is how it came about, and this is the end of our talk today. And waya wese waya to be damio. And if you find this video interesting and good enough, also share it to others to um, like, to also learn from it. Don't forget, this is Effo's blog. Keep on following, because we'll be unveiling a lot of Bini history, a lot of Bini history. We are bringing them to you.